World champion Wade van Niekerk, author J.R.R. Tolkien, and some of our great struggle heroes have this city in common.
Bloemfontein is known by many names. Pere Etswe, which means white horse, and Mangaung, place of cheetahs. But what a lot of people don't know is that Bloemfontein has an exceptionally rich heritage and is at the epicenter of South Africa's political history.
Our guide, Ace Mkabane, met us at the foot of an 8-meter-tall Nelson Mandela.
This is the biggest Madiba statue in South Africa. What's the significance of it here on Neville Hill?
The significance is that where the statue is overlooking, there's a place called Vryhoek. Vryhoek is exactly where the ANC was found in 1912. And you can also remember that in 1914, National Party was also found in Bloemfontein. And Hope itself, they signed here. The EFF, they signed here. So Bloemfontein has a lot to offer when it comes to South African political history. And right where we are standing, on top of Neville Hill, this particular hill, it has a nature reserve on top of it. The only nature reserve that is surrounded by a city.
They call it the Franklin Game Reserve, and it offers an unrivaled chance to escape into Africa without leaving the city limits.
Ace, I don't see any ocean around. Why is it called Neville Hill?
During the Anglo-Boer War, the British, they realized that now the war is now pushing them towards Natal. And then they thought to themselves that probably they might reach to the sea in Natal, and then they imported their navy from the United Kingdom. And then that navy was stationed right here in this hill. So that's why today we have this name, Neville Hill. It was taken from that navy that was stationed in this hill.
I think it's a real great history lesson for us to see how we've transitioned from war to peace and from a military base to a nature reserve. I'm keen to check the rest of the place out.
From a man who always helped us to see the bigger picture of what our country could be, the city's planetarium gives you an eye on the universe.
Ace, it feels like we're in the wild here, but we're still on the nature reserve. The planetarium's behind you. It kind of feels like a one-stop shop.
The significance of this planetarium, this is the first digital planetarium in the southern hemisphere.
With a physics professor to take you through how stars are born and galaxies created, the planetarium shows get rave reviews on TripAdvisor, as does a chance to witness the creature known as a white-tailed gnu or black wildebeest, galloping through the veld at 80 kilometers an hour.
It is reported that around 1935, the black wildebeest was reported to be extinct in South Africa. But we found out that there was a gentleman down in a town called Venter in the Free State who had some of the black wildebeest. He was hiding them somewhere, he was breeding them. And then obviously he sold some to the government. So that's why the black wildebeest is called the animal of the Free State.
This reserve is also home to a very rare animal, a great white horse.
During the time of Moshweshwe, the king of the Basotho, the locals, they believe that the horse was put there in order to commemorate the white horse that was once ride by Ndadele Rothodi.
Down in the city, these mammoth tasks of time and patience are the work of an artist who, after seeing the world, decided that Bloem was the place for him.
Isak Fourie is a gifted South African pixel artist who uses unique materials to create his masterpieces. These unique materials could be found almost anywhere. Thank you. Tin cans.
Since getting a paint set at the age of 4, Isak has loved art, though brushes and watercolors have to be easier than this.
Where did your inspiration for pixel art begin?
Well, pixel art comes from mosaic and it's been around since ancient Greece. I'm just putting a new spin on it, a modern spin.
Now I can see the joy in the smiles, the innocence in the eyes. Tell me about the story behind these pictures.
When you look at refuse sites, there's always kids playing, but when you have a closer look, they're not really playing. They're collecting cans, and it's a role reversal. The kids is looking after the parents, and that's why I capture this, and that's why I want to give back to the community by auctioning this painting up. That goes for Teddy Bear Project, which is for a mother and child hospital that they're going to build in Bloemfontein.
I still can't believe that you're able to make and create all of this just from tin cans?
Luckily for me, there's all kinds of colors in tin cans, and I only use 5 colors: red, blue, yellow, black, and white. And from that, I create all of these images.
Where do we begin?
Okay, now we take those cans, cut them open, and then we have to wash them. And after they've been cleaned, we have to draw lines on each can. Depends on the size of the artwork, either 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter or 5 mil by 5 mil. In this case, we're using 5 mil by 5 mil. Then we sort them out in the various colors: white, red, yellow, blue, and black. In each artwork goes roughly 550 cans.
Wow.
And more or less 80 to 105,000 little squares.
You work 2 jobs. I mean, you're a car salesman, first of all,
Yeah.
and you're an artist. And where do you find time to complete it all? Because this is quite intricate. It must take a long time.
Well, I work till the wee hours of the night to get a piece finished. But I love doing it, so I make time for that.
Isak is a keen baker too, but no cake takes this long to bake.
The piece that we have here is 2 meters by 1.2 meters. It consists of 105,000 little squares. It takes me roughly 2 days to draw all the little squares on the board, and each little square has a certain code in it, and that makes up the picture.
Okay, let's get started.
Okay, first you dab it and get rid of the excess glue,
Alright.
and you paint over there.
Over here?
Yeah, you can start over there.
Alrighty.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay, now you pick up each one individually and stick it on the blue code.
Alright. I see a B. Okay, this takes me roughly 15 seconds to get from this little bucky to the board. Then we're gonna times that by 105,000 blocks. Divide that by 60, and then 60 again. Should take me roughly about 36 days of 12-hour working days, straight out, no breaks, to get this done.
Yeah.
There we go. Thank you very much, Isak. I really enjoyed that. You can... Nah, this is really impressive, man. I wish you all the best of luck. You have
Thank you
done
so
a
much.
fantastic job. Can't wait to see your star rise, my brother.
Thank you so much.
Isak will soon start taking commissions of photographs people would like pixelated. Perhaps the art form that Bloemfontein is best known for is its warm welcome to visitors, especially in the winter. As a base to explore from, we booked into the Teak Hotel, managed by Gavin Jacobson.
Gavin, it's really great to be here at the exclusive preview of this beautiful hotel. How did it come about and why here in Bloemfontein?
Well, we had a dynamic team that was involved in the beginning of the whole project. The hotel was originally the owner's home, which we then converted and styled according to the needs of a luxury boutique hotel. We have 10 exclusive bedrooms here at the Tredenham, mostly due to the fact that we want to be intimate and classy. We don't want to go too big because we want guests to experience that all luxury feeling that we're offering. And by doing that, we've now allowed ourselves to cater to those individual needs of each guest.
What can guests expect when they arrive?
There's some fantastic decor pieces. We've got some wonderful artworks from Bloemfontein artists. We've got a fantastic collection of Niels Andersons, as well as some other local artists that have really brought the whole building to life.
When the sun's up in the City of Roses, outdoors in the crisp Highveld air is the place to be.
Why should people come to Bloemfontein?
Bloemfontein is a fantastic city. There's so many small contemporary places that you can visit. It's a growing city. There's lots to do. The people are friendly. That Free State hospitality is what everyone raves about, and I think that's why people should come to Bloemfontein.
From the contemporary menu to their Sunday braai with the finest Free State beef, dining indoors or al fresco, the food is unmissable.